Hello and welcome back. It is Nick at the Lost River Drive-In,
Justin Rye 1988.
and we're here to do another live commentary with you guys. And tonight's live commentary is Friday the 13th.
Happy campers. So
Oh,
got a little festive with this one.
oh yeah. So how's everybody doing this evening? Sorry, there was a couple audio issues, so that's why we're like 3 minutes behind. Let's see. We got triple feature in here, and he says his short shorts are on.
There
Nice.
you
All
go.
right.
See, I forgot to put mine on. Dang it. Forgot
103178 is excited. We are too.
'em. Nice. Thank
How you doing,
you.
Jeffrey?
Hey, Jeffrey.
And Thomas, how we doing?
Hello.
Pentagramma, how you doing,
What's
brother?
going on?
Evan, how are you?
Hello, Evan.
All right, most of the crew's here. Don't know what Jill's doing. She'll be here, I'm sure. Okay, guys. So, Justin was the one that informed me. I was asked yesterday what cut we were going to watch, and I said that I'd be just watching the Steelbook, and Justin said that's the uncut, I guess. So
Yeah, thanks.
I guess that's what we're going with, guys. So if you've got the uncut, if you don't have the uncut, just pop in your edition. What's the difference in the uncut, Justin?
I think the only thing is there's two like 2 seconds of blood. That's about it. Like it's nothing huge. I
Okay.
think Kevin Bacon's death in the movie, it's a little longer. And there's a character by the name of Annie in the beginning of the movie. So that's about it. Not too
Okay.
much.
Oh, triple feature says finally Nick is showing some skin with the tank top. Yeah, well, actually, guys, there's a reason for that. I mentioned this yesterday when we were streaming. It's the Jaws one I just got.
Ooh,
And
that's awesome.
yeah, and on the back of it, let me try to turn around. It's the
Love
shark.
that.
Yeah.
Love
So, um, I just wanted to. It's summer. I wanted to sport it. Okay, we were talking about summer horror movies yesterday, and I was like, I feel like wearing this Jaws tank top. So,
very soothing. And we're watching a summer horror movie, so
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
wow.
So, just got my kid to bed. Just got a shower. I'm ready to go. We're gonna wait a few minutes, guys, because there are a few people that I know that said they would be here tonight that aren't in yet, and I want to wait for everybody to get in here. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my player now. Just get it queued up and ready to go. No more Exorcist remote, right, Justin?
I fixed that since the
Okay.
last or no, not the first one.
Yeah.
The first one.
Doctor
Let
Who
me
guy Jeffrey says nice shirt. Thank you, Jeff. By the way, guys, I don't know if all of you have it. If you don't have the movie, and you wanted to watch along, I have a digital copy that I can show really quick. Does anybody need it? Let me know in the comments if you don't have the uncut version and if you'd like to redeem this digital copy. Because if so, I'll give it to you. So,
I, I could be wrong. I think the theatrical cut only was available on DVD up until the Scream Factory release. So this is the one I have, and it's I got the Steelbook too. Got so many copies of this movie, but this is the it's a two-discer, so you get the unrated and theatrical cut.
okay, okay. Ah. What's up, Sean? Yeah, believe it or not, I think this is an opinion for a lot of people. Um, it's Friday the 13th isn't one of the better. It's one of the better ones, but there are better films in this series. Part part 2, part 4, and I would argue part 3, but that's just cuz personally I love part 3. Some people even love part 6 over the original. So,
Part 6 is my favorite of the franchise, but this has to be in my top four, top five. I
it's
love.
yeah, it's number 4 for me.
Well, thank you, Evan. Yes, Dawn of the Dead. Gotta love it. No,
Yeah.
I rank this at number four. I have some of the best memories with this one though. I remember renting it with my mom on VHS, and when you get to the ending of the movie, I jumped out of my skin because I had no idea what was gonna
We were
happen.
we were waiting on you, Jill.
Hey, Jill.
I was like, we are not starting yet until Jill gets here. She does not miss a stream. I'm not gonna start. Oh, Lee is shouting me out right now on his live stream? Hell yeah.
What?
Hey. Oh my god, I'm live right now though. I wish I could hear it and appreciate
I
it.
know.
Heck
That's
yeah.
so awesome.
Let me know the timestamp on that. He shouted me out earlier when he started the stream, and I was in the stream, and he was like, "Oh, hey Nick, yeah, I want to give a shout out a little bit later." He said something along the lines of that he was gonna talk about it, and I was like, "Oh, cool," but then I was like, "Well, I got to stream too, so I can't be in here all night." So,
That's so awesome, though.
oh, that's where you were. Okay, you weren't watching it live. All right, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. Kevin, how's it going? How's it going, Kevin Crane?
Hey, Kevin. How
All right,
are
so
you?
guys, he's talking about You Need a Horror Podcast. Yeah.
That's
Um,
and
go ahead, Justin.
you're doing an awesome job. You and Christian are doing an awesome job with that podcast.
Hey, it was Christian's baby. It was his brainchild, and he came to me and he said, "Look, man, I really want to do a horror podcast, and I want to do it with someone that I enjoy talking to." And he's like, "I think you have the personality for it. Do you want to do this?" And I was like, yeah. Of course, yes, I want to do it. And he was like, "No pressure or anything. You don't have to." I was like, "Christian, stop. I want to do it." So, and we've had a killer time. I mean, yesterday's episode or Sunday's episode with Lee is almost, if not already at 1.5 thousand, yeah,
Wow,
1.5K. So
that's
people
amazing.
seem to be really enjoying it. You need to get a T-shirt, Justin. I'll send you one. I'm gonna send you one.
Well, thank you. Yes, I would love to get a T-shirt. Even if I'll pay for it, I'll support you guys. So,
I left his live stream to watch yours. Thank you. We
oh,
love you.
Jill, thank you.
Oh, T. Parker Evans was over on Lee's channel too. What's up, guys? I don't want Lee to be like, "You're taking all my people." Okay, 1031 says he will be synced perfectly. Antonis says this is his second favorite.
Well, I love that.
Triple Feature says my You Need a Horror podcast wasn't as successful. Yeah. Speaking of which, guys, really quick, I'm giving everybody a chance. I'm at my menu right now. I know Justin is too because I can hear his TV as well. Everybody, get to your menu. Jill, we're watching the uncut version. But I wanted to say to everybody, next Monday's stream is a deep dive into the Friday the 13th franchise. We're going to talk about, I guess we'll just say all 12. We'll include Freddy versus
Yeah,
Jason. We're going to talk about all 12 movies, and we're going to have everybody's favorite jokester on the live streams, Triple Feature, is going to be on
can't
with
wait.
us. So,
I'm excited for that.
yeah. Hugo, the name of the podcast is Unida Horror Podcast. UNEEDA Horror Podcast. It's on Christian Hannah Horror's channel. Jeffrey says, "When are you ever going to get me more subscribers?" Hey, man, it's a long grind. Let me tell you, it's a grind. I don't do anything clickbaity. I'm not the type of person that does these. And Justin's the same way. We talked about it yesterday. We don't do these clickbaity titles, try to go viral quick. I talk about movies I love. I talk about things I'm
Yeah,
passionate about. It takes time to build up a base of support with that. That's fine. I do this because I love it. I'm not here to be groundbreaking. So,
hey, I started my videos less than a minute long, out of sync videos. Like that's where I began. Like
yeah.
my very first videos, like very first videos, and that was a long time ago.
What snacks do we have tonight, guys? What does everybody have? What do you got, Justin?
I'm switching it up. I usually have Skittles, but I need something like chocolate peanuts, so peanut M&Ms.
Oh,
What I'm
okay.
doing.
I've got Pop Tarts and a Nature Valley peanut butter and dark chocolate protein bar.
Love it. Love it.
Also have a Coke and
I
some
do too.
V8. I'm ready to go. I'm ready. Everybody in the chat, let me know where you are. If you, Justin, let's go ahead and hit play, but then we're gonna pause it right as it starts, like we normally do. Okay?
Like the Paramount when we get to the Paramount
Yep.
logo.
All right. So
Okay.
I just, as soon as Paramount came up, I paused it.
Okay. Well, let me get to it.
So everybody, go ahead right now and press play, and then pause it on As soon as you see the Paramount logo, pause it. Before Paramount comes up, just as soon as you see the mountain, pause it.
That glorious mountain.
Evan has coffee.
Mm.
Sean, I'm not the biggest fan of this movie, but the one movie I despise in this series is Part Five. Yeah, I know a lot of people hate.
I
I
love
enjoy
part
Part
five.
Five. Yeah, I
I
enjoy
love
Part Five. The movie I don't like in this movie, there's only one that I really can't watch because I find it boring, and that's Jason Goes to Hell. It just bores me, and that's crazy. I even find enjoyment in Jason X, but Jason Goes to Hell just bores me. I don't know. I don't know.
I
You know,
well, we'll talk about it on Monday, but mine's interesting. This is a series unlike Nightmare on Elm Street where I can watch any of them and enjoy them. There's one in Nightmare on Elm Street I don't like, but we've already talked about that.
yeah, we'll do a Nightmare deep dive episode once too. I think that'd be super fun. We'll do Child's Play. We'll do a bunch. So everybody let me know in the chat. Are you guys paused at the Paramount logo? I believe Evan is there. Um, are you there, Jill? What about you, 1031? Jeffrey, where's everybody at? Let me know. I don't want to get this train rolling without you. Yeah, Kevin, I totally get that. I'm not a big fan of Jason X either. I think it's a bad movie, but it's I don't
It's
know. It's just
entertaining though.
yeah, it
Entertaining.
doesn't bore me. You know, CGI is terrible. The acting's pretty bad, but there's cool kills. Like it's just it's fun. Like it's dumb fun.
It's entertainingly bad. Like you can enjoy it, I think, and have a good time
Okay,
with it.
triple feature. You're not gonna be watching, bro. I got a digital copy right here. I can show it to you. Give you a minute to go redeem it if you want to. It's up to you, bro. Let me know. All right, so we've got 1031 is there. Jeffrey is there. Evan is there. Where you at, Jill? Are you at the Paramount logo?
I think she just mentioned us in the story, so thank you, Jill.
Jill, you rock. What's up, Antonis? He doesn't like Jason Goes to Hell either. Good. Guys, if you ever see me, T Parker is there. If you ever see me on our streams, like putting something up to my mouth and you hear like a noise, I have a little vape. I quit smoking 3 years ago. So I, you know, I vape every now and again.
It's better than smoking, though.
Oh,
Better than
yeah.
cigarettes.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Very, very happy and thankful to have kicked that habit 3 years ago. Do not miss it at all. All right. Okay. It seems like everybody's there, just waiting to hear from Jill. Everybody else just chimed in and said they are there. Okay.
now
Oh, yeah.
there's
This.
there's a lot of great quotes in this movie. So if you
Okay.
hear me quote things, I'm just
You're
saying.
good. I haven't seen, guys, I haven't seen this movie in like 2 years. This is going to
I
be
mean,
wild. Some of this
mm,
stuff's going to be very new to me because I haven't seen it in forever. So everybody's there. All right, we're going to do a countdown. When I say play, we're all going to hit play. Get your finger on that button. Five, four, three, two, one, and play. Let's embark on this journey. Another watch along.
I know. I love these. These are
They're
awesome.
fun. Yeah, they're fun. The moon.
I
Terrifying.
love it. I love when we get to it. The campfire song in the beginning of this movie is great.
Hmm. Don't be scared, triple feature. It's okay. I'm here for you. No. No nudity yet, triple feature. Don't worry, we'll get there. I couldn't have been the only one that watched this as a kid. Obviously, knowing about Jason, everyone knows about Jason in pop culture. So obviously, like I couldn't have been the only one watching it thinking this was Jason, right? Like not right
Um,
here, but in this movie. I mean, like
I can't remember.
when
I don't.
were you aware of Jason Voorhees before you watched the movie?
I was. No, I saw this one probably a little bit later. Not too late, but I'd seen some of the other Friday the 13th films with Jason in it. So I think this and I think part two were some of the last ones I saw, maybe part three. I think I knew Jason wasn't in this though, because obviously it's in Scream before this. And there was that little moment with Drew Barrymore in the beginning of Scream where she gets the answer wrong.
You're right. And Evan just mentioned that same thing from Scream. And that's how he knew.
Yeah, honey, on the other side. Hallelujah.
Yeah, when I watched it, I didn't know. I thought it was Jason.
I
I
didn't
was a
know too
kid.
much. I didn't know too much about this movie though. That was the great thing about going into it when I first saw it was had no clue what I was going to expect from this movie.
Yeah. You.
Oh, stop it. Marianne, does she kiss better than I do?
Yeah, relationships aren't like that nowadays. Nobody brings up that's gonna start an argument if you bring that up.
I know. If we know anything from slasher movies, what they were about to do is a wrong thing in slashers.
Mm-hmm. Get you killed. You don't do that. Yeah. Now Jill thought it was Jason as well. 1031 says this is very inspired by Halloween's opening. Oh, for sure, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Evan's like, I like how she just casually says that he's cheating on her and acts like it's normal. Yeah.
I know. Girl, have a little bit more class. Girl, fight back. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta fight back.
Yeah, just her just backing around, like grab something and throw it. There you go. Well, box. I mean, come on. There was better things to throw than box.
Now, the first time I ever saw this movie was on a rented VHS tape. It was perfect. Absolutely loved it. There we go.
Let's go, guys. Friday the 13th. Let's watch some people get killed by an angry old lady. Oh, yeah, that title card is iconic, Jill. Absolutely.
It is.
Triple Feature says Halloween's opening is stronger, though. Yeah, I agree.
I agree. And I'm not just saying that because we're Halloween fans. We're just, I mean,
Yeah, it is a great opening, though. That is a great opening. This, I mean, obviously it's not by chance, but this is the Friday movie that's closest to Halloween, obviously, because it came out right after Halloween, so it was definitely trying to be a lot like Halloween. So it makes sense.
oh, here comes one of my favorites, Annie.
Christian says, "Let me know when the Jason Takes Manhattan commentary is."
Hey, I'm ready to do that. I love that movie.
If we
So
do that, Christian, you will be asked to be a part of it because you love that movie. So I'm just letting you know if we do that, and I'm sure we eventually will, you're gonna have to be on it.
hands down, hands down.
Let's see. Part two is your favorite? Yeah, I love part two.
I'm gonna say part six. Jason Lives is my favorite.
Part three is
Um,
mine. And I don't care what anybody says.
hey, part three is great. It's one of my favorites. I love it.
T. Parker Evans says part eight is such a fun movie. Yeah, dude, Takes Manhattan is fun. It is fun.
Oh, absolutely love that one. I don't think it's as bad as critics made it out to be when it came out.
No. Jill giving part three some love. Thank you, Jill.
Jason X is my favorite of all time. So, you know.
So, are you saying that this is the added character in the uncut?
No, she was in the movie the entire, even in the theatrical cut. But when
I
she
thought so.
dies, her the blood, it's
Oh,
extended a little bit.
okay. Jason on the Love Boat. Yeah, part eight. Hey,
Of course.
Julian. I saw your comment earlier. Yes, we will do a part three commentary soon. I promise. I know you want to watch that movie with us. I love that movie. But thank you for stopping
Oh,
in. I appreciate it.
I do want to do part two as well. I love part
Oh,
two.
yeah. Yeah. The idea, I think, is to probably just do, if we're going to do one in a series, we might as well do the whole thing. But we'll give breaks in between. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to do each one every week.
Yeah.
We'll switch it up. We'll have some variety.
My name's Annie. I'm like, oh, Annie, I love you. I don't like I don't like what happens to Annie. Spoiler alert, if you've never seen it and you're watching it for the first time, somebody dies.
Yeah.
She's a sweet person. I love Annie. It's got a death kiss.
Yeah,
See, I would
Sean, I
love.
agree. I agree. I like the parts on the boat. It's when he gets to New York where it kind of loses me a little bit too. But I enjoy the boat. I just wanted more gore.
Yeah, that's my. If I had like one little tiny negative for me personally, it would be that they definitely cut a lot of that gore out.
Yes, Jeffrey, Annie is very cute. Some Joker threw milk duds at the screen when he saw when is that Popeye? Tell me if I'm saying that right. But when he saw Takes Manhattan in theaters, someone threw milk duds at the screen.
How dare they? I mean, JJ is one of the best characters in the Friday 13th franchise, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Hmm.
JJ from Part 8. Wow.
Crazy Ralph.
Listen, I'm an American original.
Yeah, Sean loves the remake. Hey,
Hey,
I'm not a fan of it, but I understand why people do because, like I said, Derek Mears is awesome. The kills are awesome. You know,
I think it's. I mean, me personally, I think it's a great one. I thought it was a better theater experience, but I definitely would say I'm very close to loving that movie. I think it's great.
by the way, I didn't know Kevin Bacon is in this movie. Yes, Jeffrey, Kevin Bacon is in this movie.
He is.
And he gets probably my favorite death. Probably. I don't know. We're
Might be.
rewatching it now, so maybe when it's over, I'll
Oh,
have a different one. But
there's another one, and I'm not going to talk about it yet. But when it comes up, we'll talk about it. Huh? Huh?
Hugo says my favorite Kevin Bacon movie of all time is a tie between all of them.
I love them. You know what I thought was a great one? I thought Hollow Man was a great one. I know that one
Hollow
kind
Man, yes, that is very underrated. That doesn't get talked about enough.
of agreed. That's one of my favorites.
Jill says Kevin Bacon is yummy.
Kevin Bacon is yummy,
I
and
was,
in the shorts in this movie, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out
yeah,
there.
Triple Feature said in the chat a few minutes ago, he said, with how short those shorts were, I thought we were going to see Kevin's bacon.
We did not. They that was in the X-rated version, and they cut that out.
Yeah.
So before unrated, there was X-rated.
Oh, yeah. Stir of Echoes? I haven't seen that.
You've never seen Stir of Echoes?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's one of his best. That might be my favorite. I don't know. I love that one. You gotta have to look that one up. Alice is one of my favorite final girls. I'm just saying that right now. I know some people don't like her. I love Alice. A drinking, absolutely.
Yeah, I think she does fine. I know it was just something. I know it was just something that fans were talking about for years. The idea of um, Kevin Bacon playing Freddy Krueger, but I always thought that'd be cool. You know what I mean? Like, it would never happen, but I think it'd be cool.
I think it would be neat too. I think he would do a good job.
Yeah. I mean, he's a great actor, so, you
Yes.
know, and Freddy's the one character of the big three that you can actually get character from
I
because he
agree.
talks. Getting a lot of love for Alice in here. T. Parker Evans says that he loves Jenny.
You what?
He loves Jenny.
I love Jenny too, though. Like Alice, Jenny.
Well, you guys want to talk about final girls in this series that get hate? I didn't even notice until recently that Chris gets hate. I like Chris. I do
I like.
like Chris.
I like
I don't know
Chris.
why she gets hate. Can somebody, do you know why, Justin?
I don't think. I mean, I don't. I like her. I think sometimes her acting can be a little bit wah wah wah, but like towards the end where she just goes like almost goes crazy. I'm like, what happened to you, Chris? I know she was attacked and everything, but like she just kind of lost it towards the end of it.
Oh yeah, she's going to the funny farm.
Yeah. But I like Chris. I never got the hate for her either because I know that like even way back when, before she even did interviews for the movie, like people were not liking Chris.
Well, you should probably go back to California like right now. That'd be best. Like just get in, get out. Right now.
Alice, you be you and you do your thing. If you want to go home, you go home. You don't have to stay.
Yes, Antonis. Chris is part three's final girl.
I think, you know what? Think about it. Up to like at least part 8 for me. I actually like all the final girls in the movies. Like
Yeah, I
every
didn't
one of,
like part eight's final girl.
you know, like Jenny. I like Jenny. She's probably one of my least favorites, but I like her.
That's what I'll say. I don't hate her. She's definitely one of my least favorite, though.
Rennie, that's her name, not Jenny. Rennie. I'll tell you one of my least favorite final girls, and we'll talk about it Monday more, is the sister in the remake. I do not like her. I was like, I did not like her from the beginning.
Yeah. But don't you love you love some Danielle Panabaker, don't you?
I do. I do. We'll talk about that more on Monday, though. I got a lot to say about that. Let me tell you.
80s fashion was a thing, man.
You know, I used to like. This is probably why I might have got picked on in high school. I don't know. I used to love 80s fashion. I had the kind of like his flannel like button shirt, walking around in it.
Hmm.
So, I went to my senior year. I went to a small town in Arkansas, and I think people questioned my fashion back then. It's okay though.
I I I was like the least fashionable person growing up. I had no style. It was just whatever fit and whatever I could find.
I had a lot
And
of
then
hairstyles. I'll say that.
yeah, yeah.
I also liked her. I thought she was a sweet, kind person.
10:31. We are now at the part of Annie walking. Yeah, that's Annie, right?
Yeah, that's Annie.
Yeah, Annie is trying to flag down someone to pick her up. Oh, we know.
Oh, she's. I think at that moment you obviously can't see the killer, but I
Hmm.
always thought like she was like really happy. She had a smile on her face, and then once Annie said, "I'm going to Camp Crystal," like she was like, "Oh, I got to take care of you now." That was always my theory with it. Like something just like switched in her head, like, "Oh, you're going to Camp Crystal Lake."
Yeah. You know what? I'll go there too. That sounds fun. There's no way in hell that was Betsy Palmer driving that thing.
No, no.
You could tell that was a man coming up that right there. That was a tall person.
She's like, "I think you better stop."
Harry Manfredini's score. Love the score.
Me too.
Every time I see this, I just think of like, what is that scary movie? Run, bitch, run! That's what I think every time. Yes, Hugo, I did. I did. Die Die My Darling. That was one of my old bands. Yeah, yeah, I had a video on my channel of us playing a show once. God. That show did not go well, technically speaking, but yes, I love that song. Pentagram. I just love Annie's jump scene.
I do too. And I love Annie. Justice for Annie. That's all I gotta say. I love Annie. Team Annie. Team Annie.
Oh, Justin's about to get sad.
He's about to shed a tear is what's gonna happen. See this? They extended this.
Okay.
They cut some of that in the theatrical version.
The MPAA needs to just go away. Let
All right.
rated R movies be rated R movies. They're gonna be bloody. They're gonna be nasty. Just let them be their thing.
I mean, compared to what we get today, this is simple though. Like Saw and all that.
Yeah,
Oh.
Saul.
I just got to comment real quick. There's Kevin Bacon in his short swim trunks. Potatoes. But yeah, I mean, it's so crazy to think that, like, especially with the Friday 13th series, Paramount was like, we're going to cut the deaths and, like, butcher the movies. We're not really butcher them, but really cut them down. And I'm like, look at what we have today.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, God, like you said, look at Saw, just for example. I mean, Saw literally has a scene in Saw 4 where we see an entire autopsy, a brain, you know, a heart, lungs, all of it. And it's just like,
I know.
oh my Lord. Go away.
Did you ever see the Going to Pieces documentary, The Rise and Fall of the Slasher movie?
Yeah.
That was a really good documentary.
Mhm.
And yeah, slashers back in the 80s, people were not kind to them.
Yes, Antonis, we saw the first encounter with Crazy Ralph, yes. He's got a death curse.
Okay, so this is towards this movie. So question for you all. If you had to be any ice cream, what would you be? Because Marcy says it in the movie. Rocket Road. That's always one of my favorites. I always quote that.
Why'd you jump in there with your shirt on? Come on now. Now your shirt's wet. Way to go. SpongeBob popsicle is what Hugo says.
I would be Oreo ice cream. Just saying.
I would. I don't know. My go-to has always been mint chocolate chip.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I know it's basic. I know.
I also like cookie dough ice cream.
Yeah.
So good.
God, this makes me just want to be on vacation.
Makes me want to go to the lake and stay there all day long.
That's what I'm saying. Just like, well, because that's where we're going on vacation, and we're a lake house in Tennessee, and I love that lake, and I just want to be there. Get me out of Ohio. Jill says, "Give me Moon Mist."
Ooh.
1031 Bunny Tracks. Kevin Crane. Cookies and Cream. Pentagramma. Banana Split is your favorite. Okay.
Love that. Oh.
Slithery little snake.
I would be Alice, but like 10 times what she did. Like I was gone. Like, see you later. Bye.
See, I'm not super worried about snakes. For me, it's spiders. For me, I mean, I just do not do spiders.
I don't do spiders nor snakes.
Hugo from Cleveland, but lives in Florida now. Yeah, my mom lives in Florida now. She up and left. My grandparents live there too. Everyone goes to Florida. I'm stuck here in Ohio.
So I don't know if you know this. This might be trivia. I don't know if anybody knows this, but the snake in this, they actually killed the snake.
I didn't know that.
when they killed the snake, they killed the snake. I was like, oh, see, I would not have killed the snake. I'm scared of him, but they killed the snake.
Yeah, T. Parker Evans said that in the chat. Just said they actually killed the snake. Yep. Why are you trying to use a pillow on a snake?
Oh. I kind of get sad now. I'm like, why you kill the snake? Get like a fake rubber one or something.
Yeah,
Jeez.
but you know what? Here's something to make you happy. That snake got his 15 minutes of fame. He really did.
Yeah.
He's in Friday the 13th, man. His family's taken care of forever now. His snake
And
family.
41 years later, he's iconic.
Hugo, don't you start with me. Don't you start with me. We're not getting into football talk. I'm just messing, man.
Oh shit. Pardon my language. Sorry, I'm quoting the movie. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Justin. We're all adults here.
Okay.
I think.
I hope. You have to be 17 years or older to watch this movie. Okay? Says it. R-rated.
Also the 80s where no women wore bras. I'm serious. Go back and watch so many 80s horror movies and you can just tell. I mean, hey, you know, if you're all about comfort, I know I've heard bras aren't comfortable, so I get it. I'm not shaming you. I'm just saying you can tell. Yes, Jeffrey. A lot of pretty girls in the Friday the 13th franchise.
I love Trish. She's a great final girl in part 4. Trish, love her.
Yeah.
Love her.
He's like the least intimidating police officer ever. I would not be intimidated by this guy.
Who's trying? That's me when I try to be intimidating. People are like, okay,
wait. I'm wrong. The least intimidating police officer ever has got to be one of the 2 cops from Halloween 5.
Yeah, or the ones from Halloween 2018 when they're talking about sandwiches.
Oh my god.
See, but that cop right there, that's me trying to be intimidating, and people are like, okay, Justin, calm down. Go, Ralph. I mean, I would listen to Ralph. He knows what he's talking about.
Yes, Hugo. I believe it is 2. Yeah, Ralph dies in part 2, right? Not in part 1.
Yeah, part 2.
Yeah.
He survived the first movie. That's the best thing, though.
Yep.
Normally in a sequel, you don't make it. Nope. It's rare. Very rare.
If you come back for a sequel, you best start planning what your eulogy is going to say.
You know who did survive, though? Alice from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5.
Yes, she did. She did. The Comanche cabin.
This is... Okay, so this would be somewhere where I would want to go, like this setting where they filmed this movie. That would be great.
Oh, yeah. That'd be really cool.
Does
Where
anybody
exactly did they
remember
film this? Yeah.
you what?
Where'd they film this?
Somewhere. Now, don't quote me on it. Somewhere in New York or around New York. So, anybody who knows, please comment down below. That would be awesome. Or,
Yes, Hugo. It is a different actress that plays Alice in 5, which I did not like. Did not like.
what was it?
That Alice was a different actress in part 5.
In Nightmare on Elm Street 5?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same actress.
Was it?
Yeah, Alice. Yeah.
I thought she was replaced because the actress from part 4, what
That
her
was
schedule.
Patricia Arquette from Part
Yes,
Dream.
Patricia Arquette. Yes. Okay. Okay, you're right. I was confused. I'm not a big fan of part 5, so I don't watch it a lot. So little fuzzy on it.
I didn't like it when I first saw it, but I like it now. Actually, I really enjoy it.
By the way, have you guys seen Christian's baby Freddy that he got?
Oh, cool. I
Uh-huh.
loved it.
I have not asked him how much it costs, but I'm sure it wasn't cheap.
But it's beautiful.
Kevin says this was supposed to have taken place in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah, but do you guys know where it was filmed? Does anyone know where they shot this? The state, the actual lake, like the location of that? So I think that'd be really cool to see as well. What's up with all these people wanting to get it on in the middle of the day outside? Come on.
There's a YouTuber. He doesn't make videos anymore, but I think every once in a while he'll comment on my stuff. His name is CCG1171. And he used to he had a lot of like collector's items, figures. Well, anyway, I don't know how close he lived to the location where they filmed this, but I remember he did a video where he went to the locations and it was really cool and filmed it all.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Evan says the camp is located in New Jersey. Okay. No, and I agree, Sean, and Justin agrees too. Freddy's Dead is the worst one for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Dream Child either, but I will say it's much better than Freddy's Dead. I will give it credit for that.
Yeah.
But if I talk about that around Christian, oh man, that's
Yeah,
blasphemy. He loves Freddy's Dead.
I'm not a Freddy's Dead fan, but Dream Child, I really enjoy it.
Camp No Nobus Bosco in New Jersey. That's what Ben says. Thanks, Ben. And
Thank you,
welcome. How
Ben.
you doing, Ben?
So this is one of my favorite moments coming up where she's describing a dream she had. And it's actually pretty eerie the way she talks about it in her performance. It's one of my favorite moments in it. Turns to blood. Yeah, that's one of my favorite moments in it. So I will say this, Marcy, the girl on the screen, she's one of my if I had spirit animals, Marcy would be one of them for me. And I mean, there were some great settings in a lot of like summer slasher movies, in the woods type films. This is just one of my favorite settings in a slasher movie. Period. You definitely. I was never one that wanted to go. I never went to summer camp or anything like that. But you definitely want to like go camp out in the woods, or
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's perfect. I love
I
this
went to
setting.
summer camp when I was in junior high, and this movie like definitely had me freaked out when I went to summer camp. So it definitely, if anybody here, if anybody here has been to summer camp or whatever, I'm sure you can, agree that you probably went, and if you had seen this movie, you definitely worried if Jason was going to be out there.
Do you want to know something funny? I so one summer I went to go visit my dad, and I'd seen some of the Friday the 13th films, and I knew about Jason in the hockey mask. And I remember him saying, "Oh, you guys are going to come visit me, and I live out in the middle of the woods and wooded area." And I kept thinking, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna go, and Jason's gonna be there." Like I was a kid, and I was like freaking out a little bit. I was like, "Oh my gosh," like that was me. I
Yeah.
never went to summer camp, but I was like, "Oh gosh."
um, no, Hugo, I've never played the Friday the 13th video game.
I didn't either.
I played Dead by
Though,
Daylight.
though I went to Scarefest and had one of their VIP packages, and they gave you a Friday the 13th video game steelbook, which I still have. I don't
Oh.
have the game. It did not come with the game, but you got the exclusive steelbook.
Sean says a movie that he finds underrated that isn't really horror is Frighteners with Michael J. Fox.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but that is a great
Oh, it
movie.
is horror, not slasher. That's what he said. My bad.
It's a great one. It's a great Peter Jackson movie. We're gonna play Monopoly. I hate Monopoly.
Because Monopoly takes 10 years. Nobody ever wins.
She's like, we're gonna play Strip Monopoly. I'm like, ooh, Strip Monopoly.
They're like, all right, well, now I'm interested.
I'd be the first. I'd lose every time. I'd be like, oh dang it. I would be that person. I'm terrible at board games. Monopoly, yeah. I'm like, what is going on? Oh, Marcy, Marcy, Marcy.
Well, they have to die now. Those are the rules.
Well, Kevin Bacon, how dare you? Oh, this was a creepy moment when I first saw this when they shoot up to the top of the bunk bed, like
Hmm.
so creepy. Like, yeah, this one's oh, there's a butt cheek. I want a butt cheek. But yeah, when I first saw this movie, I did not. This pretty much this whole movie surprised me because I had no idea what this movie was going to be about. I knew very little about it, but the only thing I pretty much knew was Jason was not the killer.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Which Friday the 13th movie would you rather live through with a chance of survival? Honestly, it's probably this one because I feel like I'd survive better against Betsy Palmer than Jason. So probably this one.
Well, let's see. I might say this one, maybe part 6, but Jason's pretty brutal in that one. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I would say probably this one. Maybe part 2. I don't know. I'm gonna go with this one. Safe
Yeah.
bet.
Sackhead Jason's pretty brutal too.
Oh, I mean, he's creepy. That one. Okay, so I remember, and this was like very vivid things about part 2 because I didn't see part 2 until again later on, and I didn't see the full movie. But I remember being very little, maybe like 5, and I was sitting in the living room, and my parents were switching through the channels, and I remember little things about the end of part 2. And so years later, like over a decade later, I had to have been like 16. I remember seeing it again or seeing the movie and remembering the ending of it, like just those little memories I have.
Mm-hmm.
Part two used to creep me out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Ricky loves all the Friday the 13th films.
That's awesome.
Antonis says Derek Mears is his favorite.
You know, I'm gonna say Kane Hodder's classic. I love him. I love Derek Mears. CJ Graham from Part
Mm-hmm.
Six might be my favorite Jason.
Yeah. 1031 says, I swear the teens in this movie are playing who can break the most rules in a slasher movie. Yeah.
That's true. No. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is the other scene, and you could tell um, that they kind of added in the extended scenes, but this is his death was extended. So this right here, that was extended. Because I think in the theatrical cut, and it's been a long time since I've seen it, the last shot is when you see it's the point of view where you start seeing the arrow come out of his neck and the blood slowly coming out, and then they cut away from it.
Yeah, I agree, Jill. I really do like Richard Brooker in part three.
Oh yeah,
I
you
love
know,
the look of Jason in that movie.
I think he's scary in that movie. Like
Oh,
towards the
yeah.
end, like especially when he takes off the hockey mask, it's creepy.
Yeah, Hugo. Next week is Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh yeah, Ernest. It's which that's my favorite Ernest. I love that movie.
Kevin thought that they had taken from Psycho when he first saw this movie, and that Mrs. Voorhees and Jason were going to end up being the same person. Yeah, I can
Ah,
see that. I can see that.
yeah. You kind of start seeing it towards the end when you start hearing Jason's voice come out of Mrs. Voorhees' mouth.
Sean loves Ted White. Yeah, Ted White.
That White's
Yeah,
great.
there's a lot of good picks.
There's a lot of great ones. Oh yeah.
Jill said Ernest used to scare her as a kid.
Ernest Scared Stupid used to scare me as a kid, but I kept watching it. I think they made kids movies back in like the oh real quick. Let's so this moment here. So this is me because I can quote this. And last year I did a video where I did an entire thing where I'm doing the quote in the mirror and I'm saying, and I said, Liddy, you'll always be flame. But Ernest Scared Stupid. Yeah, as a kid, it terrified me. The trolls freaked me out. But 80s and like early 90s kids movies, they made them terrifying. Like
Oh
they were.
yeah, they were trying to scare the crap out of us.
I mean, Halloween Town was also creepy. There were
Yeah,
some
we
moments
talked
in
about
Halloween.
that. Yeah.
That was yeah, late 90s. I need to. This is somebody I would have to meet at a convention. The actress who plays Marcy. I'd say, Marcy, you're my spirit animal. I love you. Let's be besties. So
Do you know if she's ever done conventions?
she's done a couple of them, but nothing around where I've been. So
I have not seen The Burbs. Have you seen The Burbs, Justin?
I have. I love it. I saw it later in life, but that is such a great movie. You have to see that one. Tom Hanks, one of my favorite Tom Hanks movies.
Yeah, Sean. The Hitchcock's The Birds is a freaky movie, even nowadays. That whole idea is just creepy. So yeah,
Oh, the bird.
yeah, The Birds scared me as a kid.
Oh yeah, the birds freak me out. It's still creepy. Oh, this might be my favorite death. That or Kevin Bacon's.
Oh yeah, look
I
at
just think
that.
that's cool. I just think
Right in the face. No, it's my little jewel thingy, my little vape. It's I'm not puffing on trees. Don't worry. Courage the Cowardly Dog was traumatizing as a child. Yes, T. Parker Evans.
love that show. Again, they don't. I was thinking about that like a year ago. Somebody had mentioned it, and I was like, you know what? That's not on anymore. And yeah, it was eerie for like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Return the slab. Creepiest episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog right there.
Remember, Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are You Afraid of the Dark used to freak me out as a kid. That was scary.
No,
Nickelodeon.
Antonis, I don't know anyone that works in the special effects business. I don't know about Justin, but I do not know anyone that works in special effects.
No. I've been in independent movies, but I don't know anybody who works in special effects.
Hey, rock on, Hugo. Rock on, brother.
Rock
I
on.
I do not. I condone people doing whatever they want with their lives. Whatever makes you happy, you do it. You live your damn life, man. Live your best life.
Enjoy your life. Always be you. That's all what I say. Always be you. Oh, and then another one of my favorite characters. No one talks about the waitress very much. She might be a spirit animal of mine too. It's not a quota. Sandy, that is her name. Sandy the waitress. And one of the survivors of the Friday the 13th franchise, technically, she was safe. She was working
hmm
at the diner,
She'll
but
be she'll be back in the reboot.
she might come back. If they want me to play a Sandy, I will play.
You're gonna have to shave, Justin.
Oh gosh, I did that like a month ago.
Oh, Hugo asks about the which Friday is it where the dad from Back to the Future dances like a mongoloid? That is Friday Part 6, correct?
No,
No?
part four.
Part 4. Knew it was one of those two. Yep. Oh my
And
god, when I first saw the movie too, I was like, "Holy crap." I immediately I was like, "Oh my god, Back to the Future."
Back to the
McFly.
Back to the Future, and then Charlie's Angels for me because he's the villain in the first Charlie's
Yep.
Angels.
He always pulled off that slick hair look so well.
He did, but in part four, he almost had like a blondish hair
Yeah.
going on. And again, I probably danced like him in high school. No one told me. I almost feel like that happened to me, and everybody
I
was
don't
like, just,
even I don't even attempt to dance because I know I can't, so I don't even try to.
I do just kind of like snapping of the fingers, moving back and forth.
Yeah. Well, at least Friday the 13th is giving you guys one important life message. Brush your teeth, okay?
Exactly. And you know what happens? She dies anyway. Sorry, guys, if you've never
Yeah.
seen it. Sorry. We know what's going to happen with us. She brushed her teeth. She was not. She wasn't attempting to do the naughty business. I'm just going to say
No.
that. I mean, she played strip poker, or not strip poker, strip Monopoly, but that was the closest thing that this
And
poor girl
she didn't get naked though. So,
didn't. And she brushed her teeth. And what happens?
yeah, I know. These raincoats kill me though. You can
I
just
think
look at it and know what kind of sound that thing makes. Like just looking at it, I'm like, I know exactly how that damn raincoat sounds.
I know.
Remember my mom bought me one of those when I was a kid one year, and I was like, I'm not wearing that. She's like, why not? I was like, it's ugly. What do you mean? She's like, oh, it's for the rain. I was like, all right, well, I'll get rained on.
I don't. I don't even think I had a. I mean, I might have had a raincoat, but I don't remember it at all.
Hey, we get it. Hey, triple feature. Take care, brother. If you pop back in here before we're done, we'll be waiting for you.
Talk to you later, triple feature. Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
I need to know his real name. I've yet to ask his real name. I just call him triple feature.
He's got great videos. Great
Yeah,
videos.
yeah. I was watching a couple of them the other night.
You know what? With the remake or reboot, whatever you want to call it, that almost felt like a sequel. Like they could have made that a sequel and not
Yeah,
had it be like a remake or reboot.
yeah. I mean, you didn't reuse any characters really. I mean, you had the flashback opening, but like,
Everything else is,
yeah, everything else is fresh and new. So, I don't know. Not even really a remake.
yeah. Again, more reboot if we're, yeah, more of a reboot. But
And
still, it
Thomas,
could have been a sequel.
I think Mrs. Voorhees was revealed as the killer in this movie because it, she has a motive,
Hmm.
and you look back on it, and at the time, um, they didn't know they were going to do a sequel,
Yeah.
and they were actually going to make Friday Part Two not about Jason. It was just going to be like a horror anthology about Friday the 13th, like that unlucky day, basically. A lot of people don't know that it was never really intended to be what it became, and then the filmmakers were like, well, the ending got a lot of people talking, so maybe we should just run with the Jason thing, and then they ended up running with Jason, but it wasn't the
Right.
plan.
No, they never, Jason never even popped in their head when it came to the sequels.
Rosemary's Baby is great. Yeah, absolutely, Hugo.
Love that one.
Jill wants to know what kind of phones do we have? I have an iPhone 11, I think.
I think
But
I,
it's
I have
11.
an Android 7.
Yeah, I'm not really. I don't. Verizon keeps bugging me about getting an update, and I'm not doing it yet.
The other night, I had a friend of mine go, Justin, you need to update your phone. I said, my phone is fine. I hope it's fine. I hope the picture quality is great.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah, it's fine. No issues at all.
I was like, you know, I remember when I went to go get this phone, I had an Android 2 or 3, and they were like, "You're needed for an update." I said, "Oh yeah, probably." I'm not one. I'm bad at like keeping up to date with phones.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Ben. Ben said that we should do a vacation horror stream. Since you're going on vacation soon, that wouldn't be a terrible idea. You know, do like you can talk about movies like he said, like Turistas, um, The Ruins. You know,
That would be good.
um,
Teresa's is a great one.
yeah, Turistas is. Um, can't remember what I was gonna say. I had something pop into my brain. Now it's gone.
Vacation horror movies, though. That's a great topic.
Uh huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, guys. Justin Baker says, "Hey guys, huge fan. I've been watching both of your channels for years. Just curious what your guys' thoughts were on Scream 5 after the passing of Wes Craven. I'm nervous as hell for it. I personally, I trust Nev Campbell. She said she would never come back without Wes, and then agreed to come back because she said that these two filmmakers, Tyler Gillette and God, I can't Gillette and the other guy's name. It's a longer name, but she said that their movie is sticks to the spirit of Wes Craven's films, and it respects the legacy, and I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited for it.
I'm very excited for it too. Like Nev would not just say yes to the movie. Like, these directors and writers went to her personally, wrote her a letter about this movie, and they are fans of Scream. So I think they're gonna do it justice. I cannot wait to see it. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, we're gonna hold off on doing a Monday stream about the Scream movies until right before that movie comes out, or maybe right after, so we can include it in there. We'll wait a little bit to do that, but I can't wait to talk about those movies because, I mean, really, it's only like almost 6 months away. Like
I
we're
know.
not that far away from it. So, speaking of which, just wanted to say to everybody, I don't know if you guys are subscribed to Dave McRae. But Dave did a video tonight talking about an update on the Halloween Kills trailer. Um, and he says that the date that it is coming out is next Thursday, July 1st. To
Ooh.
coincide with The Purge, the Forever Purge, dropping in theaters that following day. It's going to play in front of it, but they're going to drop it the day before online. Uh, I have heard the same thing, July 1st. So I'm not going to say that's 110% set in stone, but I would say it's about 99.9%. Halloween Kills trailer, full trailer, 2 minutes and 37 seconds, will be out next Thursday. The only thing that could happen is they throw us for a loop and release it this Friday, but I still don't see that happening. The only reason would be because of Fast and Furious 9, because that's Universal. So, like, maybe you could play that in front of it, but I don't think that's the audience for it. So, uh, next Thursday, mark your calendars. It's probably going to be, I don't know if it'll be 9 a.m. or 12 p.m. Eastern. It'll be something like that. Halloween Kills trailer, um, July 1st. I have that
So,
on pretty good authority. So, I'll
so
just say
my
that.
only hope, and I'm so excited to see the trailer, but my only hopes is that they do not show everything like Halloween 2018 trailer did, because there were some great moments in the trailer that they showed it, or they kind of
Oh my
spoiled
God.
what was going to happen in the movie, if that makes sense.
Sorry if you guys heard that. Oh my God. I'm really angry right now because pardon my language, piece of shit neighbor was just shooting off fireworks at 10 o'clock at night, and now my son's moving around.
It's
Oh.
not even 4th of July yet. I'm like, come on, people. And it's 10 o'clock. I'm like, come on.
Breaking into the office. Heck yeah. Rebel without a cause.
That's right.
Yeah, sorry guys, it just really fires me up that people don't seem to care that other people have children and they're probably
I know.
sleeping at this time. So, and if he wakes up, my stream is shot to. So, you know,
I hate that. Like, I'm like, be, like doing it before 4th of July and then like afterwards for like a whole week. I'm like, come on, people.
it's
Come on.
annoying. It's really annoying. 4th of July, I get it. Go all out. But, you know,
We're
July,
still
Ju- July 20th, June 15th, those aren't holidays. So stop
no,
shooting off fireworks.
exactly.
I was just naming random dates, but whatever.
Even July 15th, I'm like, okay, people, July 4th of July is over. No more fireworks. Come on.
Kevin Crane says, may have got you guys some new subscribers because I drew a little crowd watching this and you all sitting on the Brooklyn Bridge. Hell yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate that. It means a lot.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, 1031 says he's been experiencing the same thing with some of his neighbors. Look, I'll tell you what, guys. This is a little off topic, but it's kind of what I'm talking about right now. Last night, same neighbor. I live in a cul-de-sac. A lot of older people. You know, it's a quiet street. One neighbor on the entire street is a problem, um, and they're sitting in a car, bumping loud music at 9 o'clock at night. I'm trying to get my son down. I won't even lie to you. I opened the door and I looked right at him and I was like, I used some colorful language. I said, "Are you effing kidding me?" I was like, "Shut up!" And I slammed the door. I was pissed. I mean,
I don't blame you.
it's you know, it's not. This isn't a party street. You want to go party, go somewhere else. But this is a cul-de-sac. This is a neighborhood. Sun goes down. Be quiet.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Love those old cop sirens though. How they sound.
Yeah. Oh, I got that sign
Yeah,
over
they had
there.
that at Spirit Halloween last year, right?
Yep, I bought one. I was like, I gotta get it.
Speaking of which, guys. Oh no, no, I won't tell you. I don't know if I've been. Christian has not told me if I'm allowed to say, so I will not tell you guys. Just ignore it. Okay, no tease for the next episode of You Need a Horror Podcast. Jill says,
No.
Dad Nick is coming out. You're damn right. After I had a kid, he comes first. Okay, so you start messing with his sleep, you start messing with my free time. Dad Nick doesn't get happy about that.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Can you guys still see me?
I can.
Okay, I'm typing a text message. Someone kept bothering, well, not bothering me, but I wanted to reply so they didn't think I was dead. Did you think you heard about the next show, Jill? Well, if you did, shh.
Now
Let's
I'm
just
intrigued.
let's just say I'll tell you when we get off live, Justin. But let's just say it is something. It is a show tailored to me because it's something that I dedicated most of my adult life to, and I have a lot of trade secrets.
Hmm.
No, Jill, we're not having a guest on this one because this is my specialty. So Christian's basically gonna just fire away questions at me. You'll see. You'll see. It'll be
Interesting.
great. No, Antonis, Justin lives in Kentucky. He is not in Ohio with me, but we're bordering states. We're right next to it, or we live about 2 hours away from each other.
Yep. And sometimes I'll come to Horror Hound. So like,
I'm gonna be going this September because Sean Clark told me Tom Atkins is gonna be there. So
and let me tell you, I love Tom Atkins. Super nice guy. Like super super nice guy.
he's
You'll
getting
love him.
older. So I really want to see him.
I used to do this thing on YouTube where sometimes I would go to conventions and have people, say the "go eat some Skittles" line that I do at the end of my videos. Tom Atkins was the first one to do it. I said, "Do you mind doing this?" And he was like, "Sure, I will." And you could tell he had a blast. Like it
Yeah.
was so fun.
Evan lives in Indiana. Yeah, you're close to us too. Nice. Midwest folk over here.
That's right.
Although a lot of Kentuckians would say they're a southern state, not really. Not really. Kind of technically, but you're close. You're right there with the Midwest, so I'd say you guys are right in line with us.
Yeah.
We get the same weather. We get, you
Same
know,
time.
yeah, and it's boring. Both states, a lot of farms, a lot of fields.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. We're still watching the movie, by the way. Just got a
Oh
little
yeah, we're still
sidetracked with my
watching it.
neighbor.
No, we're still watching it.
Antanas lives in California. Nice, man. That's where I
Ooh.
want to live, is San Diego. I
I
love
would
San
love to live.
Diego.
I'd love to live in California at some point.
San Diego is beautiful. The hustle and bustle of LA is fun, but I wouldn't want to live in LA. It's nice to visit every now and then. But San Diego, the weather is perfect. 80 degrees during the day, 60 at night, every day. I mean, it's just, oh, love it.
See, my dad grew up in California, so like he's told me he's because he lived around the LA area. He said, he's like it's a great vacation spot. He's like, but I don't know if I would move back there.
Yeah. T. Parker Evans. Florida here, looking to get out. Jeffrey lives in Virginia. Nice. I've visited Virginia a few times. Jill over here, lit. She said, "Sounds like heaven." Yes, San Diego is heaven. Jill lives in Canada. Eh? Don't you?
Love it,
Yeah.
love
What
it.
part of Canada are you in, Jill? If you don't mind saying, you don't have to give us your address. Just whereabouts.
And shout out to Jill because a lot of the best horror movies were made in Canada.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want
Just
to. I can't wait to visit Canada.
me too.
Oh, okay. Kevin lived most of his life in New Mexico, but moved to Brooklyn 2 months ago. All right.
Nice.
She's in Atlantic Canada, Nova Scotia. Nice. My Bloody
Nice.
Valentine was filmed here. Nice.
Oh, I love that. One of the best. Love My Bloody
Have
Valentine.
you ever been to the States, Jill? See, when you get to this part in the movie, when not a lot has happened for a few minutes, something's about to happen. It's building up. You're just waiting.
Oh yes.
1031 lives in New York.
Nice.
Never been there, but I plan to go. And when I go, I want to go around Christmas time simply because I don't care. I know it'll be crazy busy, but I want to see the tree in Rockefeller Center. I don't care. I will go. All right, guys. So right now, Alice is in the kitchen. Oh, now we're outside.
See, not a lot. I mean, this is a great. I mean, if you think about this, it's like great buildup
Uh
because
huh. Oh yeah. This is because up to this point you're getting a lot of gore, you're getting a lot of slasher elements. Well, then this is where this movie does it better than some of the later sequels. The suspense. Some of the later sequels didn't have it. One, two, three, and four have some good suspense. Some scenes like this that are really drawn out. When I think about suspense in Friday the 13th, I think about this whole sequence, and I think about um, what's Harold and his wife at the opening of part three.
yeah.
How Jason stalks them for about 10 minutes before he finally kills them. So,
But you also have part two, that whole like third climax. So with Jenny just kind of running through the woods, and there's like a good 5, 6 minutes where nothing's really happening. It's great, great.
yeah. Oh, no, I know you're in New York State. 1031. I know what you meant. I just say New York. I guess that's is a little ignorant of me because when people say New York, you normally think New York City. Same here, Jill. Tractors everywhere in Ohio, holding up traffic.
Same here.
You know, very underrated how smart it is of her to do that.
I was about to say something because I know some people don't like Alice, but I'm like, look at Alice. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't really, I don't think most people in that instance would really think to do that.
No, no. I don't know. But I think the one thing I would have done, and she might, I can't remember, but I think I would have, after locking it up and securing it, I might have turned off like some of the lights just to like,
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah. The only thing I wish is that in these movies, sometimes these people would be quiet when they're trying to hide.
Yeah.
Makes me think of Halloween 4 when Rachel's at the top of the steps in the attic and literally yells to Michael, "Leave us alone! Leave us
Stop,
alone!"
leave us alone.
I'm like, I don't think he's gonna listen to you.
No. Or like when Brady's trying to like, stand up and like fight him off. I'm like, Brady, come on, Brady.
Yeah.
Come on.
She's not getting back together with you, Brady, okay? It ain't happening.
I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna stand up against Michael Myers.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I
like,
know.
please, come on, Brady.
With your fists, good luck, buddy.
I love, that would be a great one. I think you did your favorite Halloween kills, but um, that's one of my favorites. Like, I love the way it's lit. I love
Yep.
everything about that.
I got Brady in my list. She's like, okay, it's over. Thank God. Get away from the window.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. I'm like, get away from the window.
No, you're absolutely right, Kevin. In the 70s and 80s, that was intentional. They would never say it, but yes, slasher movies absolutely were pushing the message of if you drink, if you smoke weed, if you have sex, you die. Like that. You know, those movies were very upfront about I mean, they didn't say it, but the writing was on the wall for you. Look at Halloween, for example. Laurie's the
Uh-huh.
only one that lives out of her friend group because she's the good girl. Like,
Yeah.
oh, my savior.
Think again. I have to say though, when she first pops up though, again, like I knew Jason wasn't in the movie, but like when she first appears in this movie, you really don't see her as like the killer. It's not until
Yeah.
it kicks in and she starts talking about Jason that's when it's just like a switch flips. I love Betsy Palmer. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
That's somebody I wish I would have been able to meet before she passed.
Yeah. Of course she's not afraid because she killed him.
And I love her grin when she goes, "I'm not afraid." I'm like,
Yeah.
I know you're not afraid. Game Boy drowned. Today is his birthday. Huh? You never paid attention. Go, Alice. She's fighting back, though.
Mm-hmm.
Alice is good.
Yeah, I know, Jill. I agree. She said this movie always sucks me in. I know. Like, I'm just like sitting here watching it now. Like,
Especially like I mean, I think it's entertaining from beginning to end, but like the third climax is always great.
mm-hmm. Thanks for turning on the power, Mrs. Voorhees. You rock. I have not seen Terrifier, Antanas. Have you, Justin? You were muted. I couldn't hear you. What was that?
Oh, sorry. No, I do love it. It's a great one. That is a great movie. Like she just slaps her around. Like poor Alice takes a beating, but Mrs. Voorhees gets her own soon. But Mrs. Voorhees, she's I wouldn't say she's underrated, but when people talk Friday the 13th, obviously Jason is the first thing that pops up. But I think Mrs. Voorhees is she's good. She's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she does. She nails the creepy mother perfectly. Absolutely. And the slaps make they make me laugh too. I don't know why. Just every
The
time she
slap,
does
oh
it.
my gosh, because she was just like,
Yeah, I know. Hide behind that bush. She won't see you.
that's what I always kind of thought. I'm like, if she didn't see the first time, like, just try to hide. Like,
Yeah.
try to hide. Maybe just try.
Yeah, T. Parker says Pamela brutally murders everyone, but only bitch slaps Alice. That's
I
true.
know.
You didn't give anybody else a fight, but
But again, well, it's like one of those things, like I was talking about, like when you first see Pamela Voorhees pop up, she's so sweet and kind, and then like right when things happen, she's mean.
mm-hmm.
She is mean.
I don't know if I would have gone back to the cabin. I really don't think I would have.
No, I would have like tried to run, like get
Mm-hmm.
out of there,
Yeah.
not go back to the cabin.
She gonna learn today.
She's like, that's not gonna work.
You got plenty of plates right there to throw at her if she walks back in there. You just start grabbing them, knock her out. Mm-hmm. Frisbee.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm sure you're safe now, Alice. You can relax. It's
Like,
okay.
I'm at peace. Nothing's
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen. I'm like, but wait, there's more. I just love how like she knows where Alice is though. Like she almost knows where she is.
Uh-huh.
Like the fact that she went back to that cabin and like thinks about going into the pantry. Like it's great. Yeah, you take that breather for a second. She's gonna come after you. I mean, grab anything you can and just
Yeah,
whack
I
her.
know.
Look at this grin right here. She's like, I'm coming for you. Look at her face. She's so mean. She's like, I'm getting you. Whack her in the head. There you go. My only problem with this is I would have kept whacking her in the head. Like, don't hit her once.
uh,
Like, no. Do it several times because she gonna get up and get you.
it's one reason why I love Sidney Prescott so much and all the Scream movies. She like expects the killer to come back after the first one, always. Like, nope,
Yes.
not taking any chances. I'm gonna make sure you're dead.
I love Halloween, but when Lori drops that knife, I'm like, girl.
I know.
I think she did it twice. She did it twice in the movie.
Hmm?
I was like, why?
Everything's all right, guys. What a happy ending. Who wants to go for a swim? Cat fight. Pretty intense cat fight.
Oh, I know.
That is right. 10:31 decapitation time. Hey, if she's gonna play dirty and bite you, pull her hair.
Oh, look at this right here. This where she just knocks her head into the sand. She's like, "Wow."
Punch her in the boob. She's playing dirty. You fight dirty too. Okay.
Exactly. Oh, here she goes.
Hey, thanks for coming in, Kevin. We appreciate it, bro. Thank you for
Thank you,
being
Kevin.
here. Have a great night, brother.
Have a good night, buddy.
Rock on. I have not met anyone from the Child's Play franchise. Have you, Justin?
Yes, I met Brad Dorff. I met Catherine Hicks from the mom from the original, and then Alex Vincent.
Nice.
Got to meet them. And Chris Sarandon, I met him, so.
Chris Sarandon also, Fright Night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, now it really is a happy ending. Don't worry. Everything's okay.
So happy.
Mrs. Voorhees is dead. The water is warm.
All is well.
Yeah. Time to take a nap. And take on tomorrow head on.
She's like, I am never going to become a camp counselor again. Don't even try to talk me into it.
Yeah.
And not happening. So yeah, when I first saw this movie, my mom obviously had seen it. She didn't say anything to me. And then when this reveal happens, I literally jumped out of my seat. It was good. Like I knew nothing about this.
Oh yeah. Hey, you know, she wakes up like that, Justin, because she just had a really good night's sleep. She's
I
all
know.
peaceful and happy, you know. Hey.
Like, okay, everything's good. I'm at peace.
You know, at the end of the day, she's like, good summer. What a good summer.
Good summer. Good job. This job's amazing. Yep, I jumped right out of my seat when that happened. Could you imagine seeing this for the first time in theaters, though? Like,
Probably crazy.
Yeah.
Jason said you killed my mom. No.
They're all dead, honey.
Two of my mines pulled you out of the lake. We thought you were dead too. Do you remember very much?
Is he dead too?
Who?
The boy, Jason.
Jason.
In the lake. The one who attacked me. The one who pulled me underneath the water.
Man, we didn't find any boy.
Dun-dun.
And he's still there.
Oh, he'll be back soon enough. Don't worry.
Oh,
Mommy's dead now, and he's not happy.
mm-mm. And we know what happens in part two,
Uh-huh.
which we will discuss
Oh,
in
yeah.
Monday's show because I got opinions on that too. Betsy Palmer as Mrs. Voorhees.
Rock on, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
That has been and was Friday the 13th.
Yes.
It was nice to revisit that.
I know. I like to revisit it once a year around summertime, so it's perfect.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for being in here, Jill. It's okay. She says she's
Thank
got to
you,
go
Jill.
to bed.
Well, have a good night, Jill. Thank you for stopping in.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. I don't know how. I know that most people feel this way. Friday the 13th obviously is a classic. I mean, it doesn't need any endorsement from me. You know, it's a super well made movie that has stood the test of time and started one of the big three franchises.
Yes, it
I
did.
I love going back and rewatching these. I don't know,
Oh.
it's fun.
They never get old. That's the one thing. Like you can
Yeah.
watch these over and over, and I don't get tired of them.
Oh no, no. But that's the thing, if it's a good movie, how can you? It's like with Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. Like I can watch those movies over and over and over. They're good movies.
They are.
Um, but yeah, I mean, we don't know what we're gonna do next Tuesday yet. I think I'll post a poll. I'll talk to Justin about some ideas, and then once we narrow down some ideas, I'll post a poll and let you guys vote in it. Um, Part of me is thinking Nightmare on Elm Street is going to be in that poll. We shall see. Um, Taylor wants to know really quick what our favorite video game was then and is now. And have we seen any gameplay from Friday the 13th? Yeah, I've seen gameplay footage of it. I've just never played it myself.
Yeah. Same.
Um, and then as far as my favorite video game from a kid to now, my favorite video game when I was a kid was either GoldenEye on Nintendo 64 or Banjo Kazooie on Nintendo 64. And now I don't play a lot of video games, but I do play Dead by Daylight a lot. So that's what I would say. Justin, what about you?
So I don't play too many video games now, so I really don't know too many of them. But I was growing up. I loved Resident Evil.
Oh yeah.
Mortal Kombat was a huge one for me. Nintendo and the original PlayStation. I remember when it came out, and Mortal Kombat was my thing. Trying to think. You just mentioned what was some of the ones that used to
GoldenEye and Banjo Kazooie.
GoldenEye was a great one.
Uh-huh.
Super Mario.
Yeah.
Um,
There was a game for Nintendo 64 that I loved when I was a kid called Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
mhm,
Loved that game. Also loved Star Fox or Starfighter. Oh, God, I think it was Star Fox.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Wrestling. I was big into wrestling as a kid, so like all the wrestling games for Nintendo, loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
But yeah, neither one of us are really big gamers, but yeah, we
But
got a go
what were
ahead.
you gonna say? Oh, I have seen some of the Friday the 13th game, and I think the visuals and the effects and everything in video games have definitely like obviously improved so much, and it's so awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, we're getting a lot in the chat right now. A lot of people saying they're heading out because it's getting late. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, guys. We will be back on Monday, and on Monday we will be talking about the Friday the 13th franchise as a whole with our
Yes.
special guest, Triple Feature. So
Cannot.
thank you guys so much for the kind words. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching along. Thank you for supporting us. Hey, much love to you too, Taylor. Thank you so
Much
much.
fun.
We will keep it up. And without further ado, I think that's going to do it for Justin and I tonight. It's getting late as well. I'm going to play some Dead by Daylight. And I have to work in the morning. So, but yeah. Thanks for coming in, guys. Justin, anything you want to say?
Just thank you guys. We always appreciate it. So thank you. Y'all have a great night.
Yeah, you too. And we'll see you guys Monday, Friday the 13th.
See you Monday, guys.